Hello and welcome. I am Ashley Perkins, life and success coach and founder of the CEO Academy. I am so happy and grateful that you are here because today I'm going to be teaching you how to evoke any state or create any feeling that you want to feel. And I want to share with you where this stems from and how I came across it, because this technique that I'm about to teach you is so powerful and not many people are aware of it, which is so unfortunate. And I was one of those people when I was in the beginning stages of my business and trying to really figure out what it is that I wanted to do. I had a lot of negative programming in my subconscious fighting against me constantly every day. And most of the time I was actually unaware of it, which makes it even more powerful to know how to create any state or evoke any emotion that you want to feel. Because I would wake up each and every day just feeling down and feeling negative, feeling insecure and unsure because of the fact that I really didn't know what I wanted to create for myself. And so I would carry on throughout my days and I would go to networking events, I would meet new people, I would try and put myself out there, but all the while in the back of my mind, there was negative programming telling me that I wasn't smart enough, I was too young, I didn't know enough to start my own business. Nobody would take me seriously, and people that were talking to me were only talking to me to be nice. They didn't really find an interest or value in my presence. And you can imagine that that has a lot of negative effects on how a person carries themselves. And it was evident in the way that I carried myself too. And so what I eventually learned was the power of Neuro Linguistic Programming, or NLP, which is essentially the user's manual to your subconscious mind. And can you imagine how powerful it would have been for me to have been cognizant of NLP in my early 20s when I was starting my business? And the thing about this is, this isn't what they teach in schools, and that's so unfortunate. And so that's why I've now made it my mission to teach as many people possible the magic and the power of NLP techniques like the one I'm going to be teaching you today, because this isn't something that's common knowledge. And can you imagine how powerful it's going to be when you are equipped with techniques that essentially provide you the user's manual to your subconscious mind, so you can really tap into anything that's holding you back and create new empowering beliefs and powerful states for yourself to act from. Because what I realized after learning neuro-linguistic programming and reflecting on how I showed up and lived my life in my early 20s when I was just starting my business is that my inner world was creating my outer world, meaning the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that I was carrying around with me, that I wasn't enough, I didn't know enough, I wasn't smart enough, and people didn't really like me, is the energy I was holding myself in. And so I would carry myself around and attract more people, things, and experiences that proved those beliefs right. And so when I became aware of NLP and really tapped into my own subconscious with all of the full body techniques, I was able to then shift my perspective and shift the beliefs that I held about myself and my ability to do, be, and have whatever it was I desired. And I instantly noticed that I was attracting more of what I wanted simply because I held myself in the energy of already having it. And I'm sure you've experienced this too, whether it be with yourself or perhaps you just observe other people, where you can see somebody walk into a room and they light up the room. Everybody wants to talk to them. They seem so confident. Everyone's excited to see them. And then there's the other side where we've all experienced the feeling or have seen somebody enter a room and they're hunched over and they're not really making eye contact and they're not really holding themselves in any confident way. And you also find that those people are never really interacting with others. And if they are, it's very closed off and it's insecure. And so that's the power that NLP has, where you may, before walking in that room, be feeling like the person who's hunched over, not sure of themselves, not feeling confident, and then using NLP techniques like the one I'm going to teach you today, which is an emotional freedom technique, or EFT, called tapping. You create physiological effects that tap into your subconscious to create a state that you want to feel, an emotion and an energy that you want to feel, regardless of anything that's in your subconscious that might hold you back. And practicing these techniques enough eventually will actually completely change your beliefs, change your physiology, and allow you to be, do, and have more of what you're currently desiring. And so today, I wanted to share with you the gift of EFT, emotional freedom technique, and that is called tapping, what we're going to be doing today. And what tapping does is it creates a connection with your subconscious mind to your physical state on several different physical points of your body. I actually do this every single morning before I even get out of bed, because as I'm sure you've found or will find, that when you are in tune with how you feel first thing you wake up in the morning, most of us don't exactly jump out of bed really excited about the day. Of course, we don't necessarily feel negatively, but we're kind of just in this neutral energy of just waking up, just opening our eyes. And actually, 99.99% of our daily thoughts and actions are repeated from the day before. And so doing this technique first thing in the morning when you're laying cozy warm in your bed is going to help you break any negative patterns or actions and beliefs that you've held previously from days, weeks, and months before, to create new empowering beliefs and states, so you can carry that with you through each and every day and ultimately create a new paradigm of confidence, security, belief, and success for yourself. So I'm going to walk you through an exercise called tapping, and you can really do this at any time of the day, at any place and time where you find yourself catching yourself in a negative emotion or a negative state, and you can quickly use this technique to shift yourself into a more positive state that you want to feel. So what you first want to do is identify the state that is holding you back, the negative state that you no longer want to feel. So for me, when I was starting my business and when I became aware of this technique, EFT, for me, the state that I was feeling was a lot of anxiety. That is because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I had the knowledge and experience and skill set to build a successful business. And I really wanted to change that for myself. I wanted to wake up every morning feeling confident, clear, energized, and focused, and knowing that I have everything I need within me to succeed right now. And so what I want you to do to begin this exercise is hold your hand up, kind of like you're about to karate chop. And what I want you to do is take this meaty part of your hand and just make sure that it's firm, it's flexed. And because of that, we're going to begin this sequence of EFT by really connecting your subconscious through a physiological point to the negative state that you're currently feeling that you no longer want to feel. So again, just for the sake of this example, it's anxiety, but you can do this for any kind of negative state like doubt or fear, whatever you are coming up with. This is how you want to start. And so I want you to not be shy also about applying pressure and creating a solid contact point with all of these touch points on your body, because that's what's really going to connect your belief, the new belief and emotional state that you want to evoke, to your subconscious mind, okay? So what we're going to do is just acknowledge the state that we're currently feeling that we no longer want to feel. And that's just simply by saying it in this way. So you want to say, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety. And really just continue this until you can really feel that, yes, anxiety is what I'm addressing right now, and it's what I want to clear. And so once you've done that and you've gotten yourself into that state of awareness that anxiety is the negative emotion or state that you no longer want to feel, you can stop doing that. And what you're going to do now is create touch points, physiological buttons across many points of your upper body region. We only ever go as low as under our arm, just kind of in our armpit, and as high as on top of our head. And what you want to do is say the following words. Starting here, you want to touch just to the point where your eyebrows almost meet your nose. And you can do this with one hand or with both. I prefer to do it with both, especially when I'm laying in bed first thing in the morning and I'm there and I'm relaxed and I have access to both of my hands. And so you want to tap each point 7 to 10 times. Again, just really creating that connection from your physiology to your subconscious mind. And you want to repeat the following phrase as you tap along through these touch points. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Now this one is just under your nose, above your lip. So you want to say, even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. And again, just on your chin in that fold just below your lip, even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. And this point is just below your collarbone, and you want to say right here at the clavicle or your décolleté, the same phrase. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. And now this one, just lift your arm up and you're going to be going right below your underarm, and again, tapping 7 to 10 times. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. And finally, on top of your head, even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Now, you want to cycle through that tapping series at least 2 to 3 times, and you'll notice that whatever negative state or emotion you're feeling starts to slowly dissipate. And so I'm going to walk you through 2 more rounds of doing what we just did, and then we're going to integrate new positive, affirming emotions and states into it so you can really get into the feeling that you want to be feeling, especially as you start your day. Ready? Okay, here we go. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply love and accept myself. Great, I already feel so much better, but what we're going to do is really anchor ourselves in the emotion and state that we want to feel, which would be the positive affirming emotion or state to anxiety, which is confidence and security and clarity and focus and energy. And so we're just going to go around and touch on the same points on our body, and instead this time we're just going to repeat affirmations about how we want to feel. And these aren't set in stone, they can just be your own. You can write them down and follow them as you go. I like to make mine up as I kind of go along and just repeat them. Sometimes I'll change them as I'm going through the sequence. All that matters here is that you are applying pressure to those various points that we've been working on and creating a new positive affirming emotion or state. Okay, so feel free to follow along with me. Make this your own. There are no wrong answers. There are no wrong affirmations. It's all about just affirming how you want to feel and creating this physical connection with your subconscious mind. Okay? I am confident and I always know the answer. People love me and want to hear more from me. Every time I show up and share my value and my gifts, people are excited. I deeply love and accept myself. I am confident and I always know the right answer. I am always supported. The right people and things always show up for me. My work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. Of course, people want to be around me just to be in my energy. And so you see how we complete that sequence over and over again, how you really get yourself into the feeling of confidence instead of the feeling of anxiety. And just notice how your energy shifts and how your physiology shifts, how you stand taller, how you speak louder, how you radiate more positive energy versus closing yourself off to people, opportunities, and things that can bring you more of what you want. This is why I'm so passionate about teaching this and why I include techniques like this and other NLP techniques in each and every one of my programs and my big breakthrough sessions. So if you have any more questions about that, please feel free to reach out to me. I am always here to support you, and that's because I believe that you truly do have the power to be, do, and have whatever it is that you desire. And I hope that this technique helps you get one step closer to that today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you found value in this, please feel free to share it with someone you love and respond to this either in the comments or to an email that I've sent you, and let me know how this technique has changed you and is going to help you create a better, brighter future for yourself.